The NBA just transpired, man. So much stuff has transpired this week. Man, it was litty this week. Man, we about to dive into the rumors and everything that's been going on in the NBA. So let's get into it, man. First off, let's talk about the 76ers. Ben Simmons, after all the shenanigans with Doc and with the team, after not practicing, bringing his cell phone in practice, practicing with his cell phone in his pocket, not working out at the facility, not even engaging in the team, and also arguing with the coach, Doc Rivers, at Rich Paul's house. After all of this, Ben Simmons says that he is mentally not ready to play in the NBA. Why would Ben Simmons say that he's mentally not ready to play in the NBA if he had 4 months and beyond to prepare? Not only that, this whole summer you've been planning out on playing for Philly. Is this your way of using this move in order for you to not really play for Philly and take more time off and just BS, as you will? You know what I mean? And to me, this is the thing that's messed me up, right? He said he wasn't going to play for Philly anymore. And now that the heat is on and people are pissed and bashing you, you mentally not ready. Yeah, because he know he messed up. He knows that nobody's going to want him on the team because of how he handled the situation. Bro, you used to this. You've been balling your whole life. High school, college, now. You've been used to the spotlight. So what's different now to then? You know what I mean? Like, really what's different? Is it because the people have high expectations on you, which they've had on you since the beginning, since you came in? You know what I mean? You put high expectations on yourself. So why all of a sudden are you not mentally ready or mentally fit to play for the Philadelphia 76ers when you caused all this drama, all this BS, and you doing all this extra stuff, dog? And all of a sudden you're not mentally ready to play? I think you're just not ready to face Philly and them fans, dog, because the Philly fans ain't going for that. Ain't nobody in the organization is going for that. Look at Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid don't even acknowledge that man no more. He said, I don't even care about that man no more. He also stated that he not getting paid to babysit nobody. Dog, what? Like, come on, man. And everybody's saying that Ben Simmons and the 76ers are going to try to figure this out and everything, man. There's no figuring it out. They might as well just go ahead and trade him. The GM said that he going to try to keep him. And as long as he has him on the team, they're going to try to drag this out, man. And now all of a sudden, Ben Simmons talking about he mentally not there no more. Come on, dog. That's a lie, bro. To me, that's a lie. You just using that as a scapegoat. You know what I mean? So that you can try to find a way to get back in the good graces of everybody and hopefully get back on the team and hopefully play good and get another max contract. Because if you really think about it, if I was any GM in the league right now, I would not even want Ben Simmons on my team. He's toxic. Look at all the things that he's doing in the locker room. Look at all the headlines and stuff that he's causing in the NBA. Not just now, during the open week. And Philadelphia is actually doing pretty good without him. Right? But also during the offseason, man. Like, dude, you should have just been working on your jump shot and your jumper and everything and getting yourself together for the season instead of people hearing about you not wanting to come back and play for Philadelphia. That's selfish, man. And plus, Philadelphia got a good team and you a key piece, man. So you going to stall Philadelphia out till they trade you? Now that you probably see that don't nobody want you, you know what I mean, on their team because they see that you can't shoot on it. Number two, your defense is good or whatever. But your number three, the thing that everybody needs is a great team player on their team. And you not, and they showing from these reports that you none of that, man. You look like you a spoiled superstar, dog, to be honest. Just being honest, man. You feel me? You started this calamity. You started this mess. Dog, go out there, ball, hoop, bro. Don't say nothing. Just, you know what I'm saying? My bad, ooh, I'm going to make it right. And go hoop. You could do it. You could do it. You show flashes and potentials of it. You know what I mean? And then, this the thing. You saying you're not mentally ready. But this is something that you caused. And something that you did yourself, bro. Ain't nobody else do this but you. So you mentally put yourself in this state, bro. So get yourself out of this state. Seek whatever help you need to seek. And get back on the court, man. Because you're too talented and you're too good of a player, Ben Simmons, to be doing this, man. Too talented, bro. Way too talented, man. And then not only that, you a franchise player too, along with JoJo. Man, y'all could do some great things together on some Scottie Pippen and Jordan type stuff, or Kobe and Shaq type stuff, but you not even letting the process go through and develop. You know what I mean? Y'all got a good team. Why not give him a chance, man? Tobias Harris good. Thibault improved. He balling. Then y'all got Shake Milton coming off the bench balling. Like, come on, bro. Go ahead and be that piece that they need to win that ship. And then you got good coaching. You got Doc Rivers, man. Now, that's the 76ers. On to Golden State. Golden State starting off this season with the bang. They've been killing since the season started, man. They beat the Lakers opening night. They also beat the Clippers. Curry had 25 points in the first quarter of the game with the Clippers on Friday, dog. Curry had 25 points in the first quarter by himself. Friday against the Clippers. Curry was in there chefing, cooking, crossing over, hitting threes. Man, not only that, he had 45 for the game, shooting a ridiculous 16 for 25. He only missed 9 shots out of 25. Not only that, 8 out of 13 on threes. So 13 out of the shots that he made of the 16 was 3-pointers. He attempted 3-pointers. That is crazy. So 8 out of 16 shots. He made 8 3-pointers. So that's half his points, man. And he only missed 5 threes. So he was 8 for 13 in threes, bro. That's crazy. That is crazy. And not to mention, they didn't have Clay, a.k.a. Clay Moore neither. My boy Clay, that boy, hey, that boy got a burner out there. He shoot it from anywhere. He could sit in the arena stands and hit jumpers. Clay, they didn't have him neither, and they was killing, dog. Plus, he had 10 rebounds, man. And he had 10 rebounds in the second game of the season. So the first game against the Lakers, he had 10 rebounds. And the second game, he had 10 rebounds too. So he finished the game with 45 and 10. The second only oldest guard to do it since guess who? Michael Jordan did it in 2001 when he was playing for the Wizards. So Curry made a little bit of history. He scored 45 and grabbing 10 rebounds. The second oldest guard to do it since Michael Jordan in 2001. And not only that, Otto Porter, Jordan Poole, looking pretty good as well for the team. And also, too, Toscano, he balling too. You know what I'm saying? He been playing pretty good defense. He looked like he improved defensively this year from the 2 games that I saw. And also, a key veteran pickup that people low-key might not be noticing is Andre Iguodala. I believe that Andre Iguodala coming back to Golden State this year gives the team more of a continuity that they didn't have the last year. You know what I mean? It gives them more of a familiarity as far as the type of basketball and the type of I can't think of the word that I want to say right now, but the type of basketball that they want to play, or the basketball style that they want to play. You know what I mean? Or the brand of basketball that they want to play. That's what I meant to say. So I believe Andre Iguodala, him coming back also adds to the identity because he's been there before when they played in the championships, and he was also the MVP, low key the first year they won the ship, or whatever, against Cleveland. So I believe Andre Iguodala, him coming back to Golden State, I believe that was a key pickup for Golden State. And the reason why I say that is because, to me, he knows the system. He could be the other point forward for Golden State, just like Draymond Green is. You know what I mean? When Draymond sits down, you can bring Andre Iguodala to kind of run the team and run that second team out there and kind of keep them on track. How the first team is when they in there, you know what I'm saying, with Curry, Green, and all those other guys that started for Golden State. So it's basically like you won't miss a beat bringing Andre Iguodala in off the bench. And also he gels well with the first unit too as well. So if you need him like for a defensive stop or something like that, or you need an extra playmaker out there, you know what I mean? Andre Iguodala was a good fit, especially for the Golden State system and how Steve Kerr runs his offense and how he has his stuff set up. And I think, too, this year, Golden State looks pretty good. They might be poised for another title run on the low key. And this is why I say that. Look at the first 2 games that they played. They beat both of the LA teams. The Lakers are no pushover. They have the big 3, AD, LeBron, and Westbrook. What big 3 did Golden State have? All they have is Draymond and Curry really right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's no disrespect to the other players on Golden State. And Andrew Wiggins also, he been balling too. Whatever, because he played pretty good the Lakers game and the Clippers game. He's really improved offensively. So I think if Clay come back, a.k.a. Clay Moore, a.k.a. I shoot anywhere and I get more when I want more, 60 points with 11 dribbles through a game, come on, dog. So when he come back, and if he come back healthy and like shooting the way he shoot, dog, I believe Golden State is poised for another possible title run this year, man. We'll see. Plus the West is pretty good this year too. All right. And 2, also, this is crazy. The Lakers. Let's go into the Lakers now. Since we're talking about Golden State and how Golden State smashed the Lakers. Man, the Lakers have been a bust so far this season, man. Yeah. They got beat by Golden State first game. Then they got blown out by the Suns, 115-105. I know you say 115-105, they only lost by 10 points. No, but that was nothing. They were down almost 32 points in that game. 32 points in the game against Phoenix, dog. And at one point in the game, AD and Dwight Howard had a physical altercation during the game over a defensive play, which they both missed an assignment on the pick and roll, supposedly from all the reports. And a lot of people looking more into it and saying, oh, Dwight and AD don't like each other and all this other stuff. But to me, for somebody to want to fight with you or argue over something like that, something that some people may seem as small and minuscule as a defensive play, you know what I'm saying? That to me, that shows the passion that the other person has to want to be better and push the other person to be better as well, and also reach that common goal, and the commonality is which they want to win another championship. Dwight and AD won the championship with each other when they won that championship in LA with LeBron. So I believe it came from a place of love and just wanting to get better and be better. It just sucks that it had to be shown out like that in front of everybody instead of something like behind the scenes or in the locker room after the game type of deal. You know what I mean? So, 2, also with that, if I believe if they didn't, like have to, be mad or something about something like losing like that, like I would look at them different. Like, why would you not be mad about losing to the Suns? You got beat by the Phoenix Suns last year in the first round, right? LeBron never ever lost in the first round of the playoffs ever. So that's 2 motivational factors. Number 3, right? They beating you, they come in here in LA and they thrashing you and they beating you by 30, talking trash and everything. Then you got Devin Booker doing this out there like Westbrook, dog. Come on, man. No. And then also during the game too, I believe they got frustrated, like how the calls was with the refs. They was letting the referees get into their heads and dictate the game and how certain things didn't go their way instead of just playing ball and just hooping. You know what I mean? It's just instead of just, all right, we're going to work through it, we're going to go hard, we're going to play woo. And then another thing too that I noticed with the Lakers when they was playing Phoenix is that they was trying to play Phoenix's brand of basketball instead of just playing LA's brand of basketball. Phoenix come down, shoot a couple threes, they come down, shoot a couple threes, try to get back into it instead of just playing and hooping. You know what I mean? They try to push the tempo when Phoenix try to push the tempo. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just playing their game and doing what they supposed to do, man. And to me, like I said, man, it's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? If both AD and Dwight said that they good and it's nothing. You know what I mean? Both of the players saying that it's good and it's nothing. I believe, like I said, it's nothing. It's just something that, goes on. They lost their first 2 games of the year. There's so much pressure and high expectation for the Lakers. I just feel like it was just a little bit of frustration just being leaked out that game. You know what I mean? And plus, like I said, it's Phoenix. They kicked us out the playoffs. They bust our tails. You know what I'm saying? And then they come in and be lose like that and be losing like that. You know what I mean? I feel like it was like a lot of frustration and anger on their part instead of just sitting down, focusing and like, okay, one play at a time, we're going to play defense. One play at a time, we're going to run get a bucket, and try to get us back in this game or just play. So that's one thing I think the Lakers need to work on. But also, too, the Lakers are in great shape to me, man. And don't think I'm being biased just because I'm a Lakers fan. And I love L.A. Bron. You already know, baby. L.A. Bron, let's go. But I think the Lakers are fine. They're great with the coach that they have, Frank Vogel. Man, they good, man. And I love how he's handling the Lakers in the situation. His composure and his handling of the veteran Lakers is exactly what L.A. needed, man. L.A. needed as a coach. And I think his leadership, as well as LeBron's leadership, gives a certain kind of confidence in the Lakers as well. You know what I mean? How he handled the situation as far as the media and everything, and also how he handled the situation as far as letting them talk it out after the altercation during the game. So I feel like that was pretty good. You know what I mean? And also, that Phoenix game, the Lakers looked pretty fluxed and bothered, like I said, the whole game. Like I said, they let the refs get to them, and then they was, reacting to calls and everything. So I feel like that was another thing that kind of dictated to them losing. You know what I mean? And shout out to that boy CP3. He became the first player with 20,000 points and 10,000 assists. The first player in NBA history. He made history that game against the Lakers, where he scored his 20,000 point and he has 10,000 assists. First player ever to do it. That's crazy. Considering I would think like John Stockton and so many other players possibly would have, or Jason Kidd would be like something like some of the other players I think that would have that capability or possibly have that record. So shout out to you, CP3, man, for being the first to do it. And also in that game he had 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 14 assists. No wonder he got 10,000 assists. CP3 be balling. The Suns lost their opener to the Nuggets and are 1-1 now. Also, in other news, Damian Lillard says that he wants to stay in Portland with the Trailblazers. He wants to be part of the team's come up, and he also wants to be part of the success of the new head coach, Chauncey Billups. And I think that's pretty great for Oregon and Portland as well as an organization when your star player wants to buy in to the new head coach and also get to know the coach as well. He also said in his interview about Portland and him staying in Portland that him and Chauncey Billups also have a similar kind of game. And when he said that and sitting there thinking about everything that he was saying, I could kind of see how he could compare himself to Chauncey Billups because they both got that grimy and grit game. You know what I mean? Like it's not too flashy or whatever, but they get buckets and it's efficient. You know what I mean? And they ain't scared to get a little dirty down there in the post and post people up. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a pretty good thing for Portland, and that's also good to know that you got the star player there for years to come. And how Damian Lillard built, man, I salute him, man. That's loyalty, man. That's That's what a lot of people don't have nowadays. And he being loyal to Portland for giving him the opportunity when other people probably didn't believe in him. You know, him being at Weber State and coming into the league and being the star that he's blossomed into now. I feel like he probably feels that sense of loyalty to Portland and also a sense of loyalty to Oregon, the state as well. You know what I mean? By him being there so long and doing so much work that he's done, you know. So I feel like that's pretty dope and good for Portland, you know. And then too, I think also with Damian Lillard and Chauncey Billups developing a relationship that they developing, you know, and getting good and cool with each other, it's going to translate onto the court as well. Most of the time when coaches and point guards have a real tight, close-knit relationship, the point guard is normally like an extension of the coach on the court. And that's what the coach really normally likes. If you look at Monty Williams and CP3, he's an extension of Monty Williams on the floor. As what, like how he sets plays up and how he dictates and runs the offense. You know what I mean? Another prime example, Tony Parker with Greg Popovich. When Tony Parker and Greg Popovich were coaching player together, Tony Parker was basically like an extension of Greg Popovich out there on the floor. So, you know, most coaches want to develop that relationship with their guys so that when they're out there on the floor, they basically already know what the coach will want them to do in any situation. And I think that's a good plus for Portland and Damian Lillard and Chauncey Billups as well. I'm anxious to see what they do this year, and I'm anxious to see how far they go this year as well. Also, let's talk about this, man. This really got me this is a touchy subject. So, this is the 75th year at the NBA. Yeah, you already know where I'm going, dog. We finna go there. So, this is the 75th year of the NBA. They have an anniversary, right? So, this is the 75th anniversary. And they had a 75th anniversary team. Now, the picks on the 75th anniversary team, solid picks. Some great picks. Trust me. It's got your notables on there, like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, immediate the top players in the past like 2 decades that we done seen on there, like the top ballers, you know what I mean? And I'm truly baffled, dog. I'm baffled, dog. How they left Claymore. Clay. They left him off the list, dog. They left Klay Thompson off the list of 75 greatest players. What? As I said earlier, dude scored 60 points with 11 dribbles. Dude has scored 60 points in 3 quarters before. Like, dude is an automatic bucket from 3, just like Curry. But you got Curry on the list, but you don't have the other splash brother. And they go hand in hand, dog. That's a travesty and that's foul. I don't see how they could not have Klay on there. You know what I mean? And they got other players, you know what I mean, on the list that I don't think should be on there. But it's not my list. It's just my opinion. You know what I mean? So, hold on 1 second, guys. All right, gang. I'm sorry about that real quick. So back to where was I? So basically, they left the boy. They left the boy Claymore off the list, dog. The other Splash brother. The one that completes Curry, McFlurry. I'll give you 40 and 30 in a hurry. They left Claymore off the list, dog. I can't believe that, bro. I cannot believe it. Not only that, they left off Vince Carter. They left off Vince Carter off the 75 greatest players list in the NBA. Bro, how disrespectful is that? You let Vince Carter, Vinsanity, Toronto. Vinsanity, Toronto. Vinsanity, Vinsanity, Vinsanity. You leave Vince Carter off the list? 2000 Slam Dunk champion? Reverse 360? Vince Carter off the list? Come on, dog. That was real disrespectful to me. That was real disrespectful. And then, too, if you don't believe me how fire Vince Carter was, I don't have the stats or nothing to say nothing right now. Dude is a Hall of Famer. Not only one. Number two, look up his playoff performances against AI. I think it was like 2003, 2004. Him and Allen Iverson was having 40 and 50-point games back-to-back against each other, facing each other in the playoffs. Some of the best vintage basketball you'll ever see, bro. Check it out. Go look up Vince Carter versus Allen Iverson playoffs. Look up the series, the playoff series. You know what I'm saying? You will see it. I forgot what year. I want to say 2003, 2004. But if you look that up, just look up AI and Vince Carter. AI versus Vince Carter in the playoffs. Just look that up on YouTube. I guarantee. You watch them games, you're going to be like, oh my God. They let Vince Carter off the list of 75 greatest players? And that's me just telling you, look up at the playoffs with him and AI. That's me telling you, just look at that. That's not me telling you, look at his highlights or any other career accolades that he has or whatever. I'm not talking about Vince Carter in New Jersey, Vince Carter. I ain't even went into none of that. Vince Carter, he should be on there, period. Like, I don't care what anybody say. He should totally be on there, man. So for them to be left off the list was a travesty and it was crazy. Also, Yao Ming too. I feel like Yao Ming was okay. I don't know. He a Hall of Famer, but okay. I feel like he should have been on that list, kind of, sort of, too. And it might be because I'm biased. Because the reason why I say that, because he's like the first Chinese player to come into the NBA. Look at the high profile of a player he was when he was in the NBA. Look at his impact globally with the NBA. Then not only that, look at what he did while he was in the NBA. He had games where he was killing Shaq, dog. And Shaq even tell you that he was killing him. And they left him off the list. So I feel like that's one of the reasons why I feel like he should have been on that list. But if we just basing it off basketball and stuff like that, it's more talented and more better people that have average better stats than Yao Ming. But if we going by 75 greatest players, I feel like they should include him on there because he's really the first Chinaman to do it the way that he do it. And coming to the NBA so hyped and, on such a different level like that, you know what I mean? And he was skilled also, too. Look up Yao Ming, too, as well. Just look up some of his highlights, man. Yao Ming was a pretty good player, man. And last but not least, man, the last person that I was pretty upset that they didn't put on the 75 greatest players list is Tracy T-Mac. Watch your back. I might dunk on you, Jack McGrady. Bro, they let Tracy McGrady off the list, man. And to me, that's crazy. How could you leave such a pivotal player off the list like that? You know what I'm saying? And not only that, man, T-Mac to me, if he wouldn't have got injured and had them knee problems, People gonna kill me for saying this, dog. But I know T-Mac don't got championships. I know that. Okay? But I feel like if T-Mac would have stayed healthy and would have stayed the course, like balling the way he would have been balling, he would have been better than Kobe Bryant. This is just my opinion. And if you look at T-Mac and Kobe Bryant's game, it's kind of similar, but to me, T-Mac just had a little bit of extra. I don't know, dog. T-Mac was fire to me because he could cross you over, come and dunk on you nasty, just like Kobe. Then not only that, he had that hezzo that and pull up on you real quick. Bucket every time, dog. Bucket. I'm telling you, if you look at T-Mac with the hezzo pull up, his hezzo pull up game is nasty, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if T-Mac would have stayed the course and kept killing, because he was killing when he was down there. He was killing in Toronto. I wish he would have stayed in Toronto because him and Vince Carter could have been a 1-2 punch. That would have been nasty. But I could kind of see why he left Toronto, because he didn't want to be considered Vince Carter's cousin in the shadow of Vince Carter. I feel it. I'm finna chart my own path, bro. I'm finna make my own way, dog. I'm not finna do that. I'm fired. So I felt that him going to the Magic was a boss move for him. You know what I mean? And two, what messed up T-Mac in his career when he moved to Orlando and was down there killing, they got Grant Hill to go down there with him, to ball with him. But Grant Hill was injured most of the time that he was down there. Remember, Grant Hill missed like whole seasons because of his ankle. Ended up getting ankle surgery. By the time he got back, I think T-Mac was it was over. T-Mac was gone or something like that. So, I think that's when he went to the Rockets, I think. Or whatever. You know? So, and him and Yao Ming on that team. Hey, look, low-key that Rockets team with Tracy McGrady, Yao Ming, Cuttino Mobley, Steve Francis. I think Skip Tumalu was on that team too. I don't know. I think so. Luther Head was on that team too. He was fire off the bench for shooting threes, bro. Like that team was fire. T-Mac had some good teams, man. You know what I'm saying? And then too, like I said, if in Orlando when he was with the Magic, if Grant Hill had been healthy, he could have did something real special down there in Orlando. And then also too, the injuries and everything caught up with him, and it was over for him after the Rockets, man. So I think that might have played a role in him not getting on that 75 player list. Also, Clay too, thinking about it, maybe Clay didn't get put on the 75 greatest players list because of his injuries these past couple years and him not being able to play these last years. Maybe that was a key factor in them not putting him on there. Who knows? But I totally believe that Klay Thompson should have been on there. Also, as well as T-Mac and Yao Ming, man. So, that's just my opinion. And also, thank you, fam, for checking out your boy on the 4th episode of NBAtaLk, gang. Man, I hope you guys enjoying this segment, man. And I hope I'm getting better for you guys, man. Hey, if you guys can follow me, give me a like, a thumbs up on YouTube or whatever. I'm also on YouTube at Triple S Gaming with 2 I's, Revolution. The same way that it's spelled here on Twitch. Go ahead, help me get my subscribers up, fam. You know what I'm saying? And also, I'm on Instagram at Triple S Gaming, 2 I's in the gaming, Rev, R-E-V, on Instagram. Go ahead, follow me, man. I'll follow back too, man. And talk to me, DM me about basketball. I love it. 2K, whatever, gaming, whatever, man. We can engage, man. But again, this Triple S Gaming, it's the broadcast. It's the end of the episode of NBAtaLk, episode 4. And I hope you guys enjoying the NBA season, man. And I hope you guys tune in next week for episode 5 of the NBAtaLk next Sunday. Same time, same place. Have a great week, y'all. Peace.